Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Cataclysm, Classic Blind. We're sideways, because we're on this ship here, on a floating island, in the twisting nether. It's a whole thing. Flying on over towards Tempest Keep here. Because we have a bird to kill. Also, all this loot from all those raids last time. Lots of things to look into. Like, where we actually turned in these set piece things. Later on, in like Wrath and Cataclysm, there's just the piles of all the guys that sell all the things in a room. Did not find something like that over in Wrath, so might not have been a thing yet. Not entirely clear. We're not going to worry about that right now. What we are going to is get here into Tempest Keep. It's in the Verdant Sphere. Alright. At least 70 and in a raid group. Okay. We can't really make a raid. I think we did this before. We've definitely been inside the raids by ourselves, so. It is Group Finder, specific things, pre-made group, raid, start a group for Burning Crusade raids. Let's go with Tempest Keep. Descriptions, details, minimum. Enter a title for your group. And now it's raid. That works. Or is it? Convert to raid? Convert to raid. Ta-da! Something. Man. I don't think we're going to worry about trying to kill the end boss here or anything. I don't think that's going to go particularly well. Let's get some buffs going here, though. Might as well. We don't need to go too far in this dungeon to get to the bird. But anything we can have can help. Also kind of assuming we're going to be going with the DPS set here. Spin. You're dead. You're dead. Taking some damage here. But it's a lot quicker, though. So, pros and cons, I suppose. Much more damage. And we can always just ease some stuff. That's fine. And we get all the loot. You know, some of it's not particularly helpful. We need to roll on all the things. Hilarious. Okay. Oh yeah. Something like that. Want to heal full between each group? Probably a wise decision. I still do a little damage, which is interesting. That's okay. Definitely could focus on specific guys. Could be more beneficial for us. And healing. Spin around. We're still winning now. Oh, you healed yourself, huh? And the tentacles are helping too. Brilliant. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Alright. Here come some guys.
Not enough rage.
Take them down. They still have slightly more health than we do. We do a lot more damage though. So that's pretty good. stuns. Very rude.
That ability is
Come out.
ready.
If we need to, we can always switch to the tank stuff. Key question is if we need to. But yeah, with the fact that they get groups together for the other raids here, probably not a solo situation. Or maybe a solo situation if you know what you're doing. Scribe, Vindicator, Legionnaire, Astromancer. They're not behind me. Got everybody. That's some spinning, guys. Very rude. Map. Map. Hey, slam on you. Hey, I lost. Right. I'll be taking all your loot. Because it's all mine. Random corroded metal vest. Brilliant. Okay. I think this is the first room here. This is the Phoenix Hall, the Phoenixes and the bird we need to kill. Got some guys. Come on over here. Phoenixes. I hit us through the wall. I think I hit us through the wall. That's pretty wild.
I can't attack that.
Really? Oh, it's two of them even. Get out of here. Your 100,000 health. You're being ridiculous. Okay. Just gonna fight them all just in here, I guess. That's alright. Could be worse. Could always go back and look to see what strategies worked the other times we came through here. That's an option. How much do these heal? 96,000? That's decent. That's a fair chunk of our health. Even now. That's neat. Okay. Let's go say hi to all these guys. Swing off enough damage there and they'll just fall over. And the other one. Try to knock me back. Wild stuff. Get out of here. Oh, pretty well. Ring. Some feathers and stuff. And a necklace. Yoink. Okay. There is the Phoenix Man. 2 million health. We need to do something about that. We've definitely won previously. I think we need to take out other birds here first. Or something. I was kind of here again. Did we manage to kill that bird before? Good question. You come over here. Weaken you. Damage to you. We can definitely defeat this bird. This is the easier one, though. Ow. Fall damage. Always a good time.
I can't do that yet.
Okay. Get the next one. Do more damage to it. It's all a matter of mechanics and stuff. And the tentacles helping. And it's dead. Okay. There's a few more in here. And also weaken the enemies. It's also an option. Depends on what we're doing, I guess. Oh yeah. Sunk down. Okay. One more over there. Jump back and forth. Okay. But yeah. Ruse of the Ashton. Or the deed. Take this cowl. Oh, where's the cowl at? We need to wear the cowl. We'll slate it. Skull. Bread. Helmet. See if it's actually a thing here. Boots, marks, bracers, thing. Cowl of something. All these different pieces of things. Claws. Piece of wonder. Elemental. There's so many things in here. Misery. Pyrestone. Just make another weave. Skull of Dawn. It's bread. Here's the cow. Here's the appearance of that. 1 minute cooldown. Alright. That works for 60 minutes. That should be good. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than that. Okay. Feet the last hawk here. Just constantly using Bloodthirst. Every time we can. Like a solid strategy. Yep. And now, all we have is a hawk. There, over there, something. Some fire. Very rude. Slightly inconsiderate of you, bird. All right. We got plenty of health here. We've got actually slightly less health here. We do some damage to them. Where are you going? Just moving around. Being a slight nuisance. Coming for you. I'm gonna get you. Oh. Oh, he's got a little ad guy. Rude. There you go, tentacle you. Ah, he's leaving. Unfortunate. Game all sundered. Some damage. Get the tentacle going. Love to see it. Healing. Attacking. And healing. Attacking. Healing. Attacking. Ember. Attacking. 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 More fire. More good. Here's a healing potion. I healed a lot. How'd I heal so much? I could complain. I can complain. We do have enraged regeneration. It's also fun. Back here, and he's still die. He's dead. Oh, double tentacles. Now we're cooking. We're literally cooking him. Which is interesting. He's a phoenix. You know. You're a bird. Yeah. Just burning a bit. Increases fire damage taken. Not generally what we want right now. But, you know. Execute. Now we're back here. You fall down and die? I think you fell down and died. Hello? Oh, there he is. What? At full health. Scammed. Scammed. Or is it multiple phases or something? I don't remember. I'm gonna try to leave here. And then come back in and start the fight again. Exit is lower. Okay. There's a little fireball. Yeah, little guy. Oh, we're dead. Cat. There's a big old fireball there. Something. Really could have reviewed previous stuff. Let's fight it again. Could be phases. I don't know. We're just out here doing things. Sometimes unsuccessfully. Well, that is what we've come to expect, isn't it? Yeah, first fight here seems pretty doable. Buffs back up. Why not? The instance will expire in 7 hours. So will the version of the game will expire in less time than that, so not too worried. And the flask was already going, so it's unnecessary expense there. Anyways, let's get back out there. Some good tentacles shooting out, doing their best. Should get the job done. Is the cowl back on? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. It's definitely a lot of fire damage. Here's a bird. Oh, come on. Waiting for you. Gonna get you. My only range attacks. There you go. Hey there. How's it going? Weaken him. Why not? Tentacle, go! Running. I think we can get around here first. And then we do other things. going. 27,000 health. Something. Weakened. Damage. Maybe some more. Something like that. The little bird. Out of here. Running some more. Jump. If we want to. Yeah. Little bird. Yeah. Heal. Damage. And heal. Damage. Heal. Out to the middle. Let's go out to that side. Over here. Yep. Burning just a little bit here. Some folks are helping. Let's pop a Rage Regeneration here. We're down. Bird comes back. There's no bird corpse. There's bird. Here. Back at it again. Go, tentacles, go. Appreciate your help. Another 2 million health to deal with. My goodness. You're out. Flying up into the sky. Giant crazy meteor. Getting launched. Guys, over here. Very on fire. Very cool. You'll have to see him. Alright. Alright. Reduced armor by 80%. That's pretty impressive. Ow. Bandage. Giant crazy meteor. Over here. Now the fire. Preferably. And execute. 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 Ah, there you go. Talisman of the Sun. Neat. That. Take a cape. Take some gloves. We can even take the leather things because we're here ourselves. And there you go. So that's more new stuff to look at. Let me actually look up the new stuff here. Ruse completed. Return here, presumably. Sacrificed. Do this. Nature appeared by the men. Sing. Slay the Phoenix. Alright. That's all we needed to do. Pretty much all we can do, I would say. Acceptable. Acceptable. Okay. With that. I'll be back down here. Yep. Back to the Warden's Cage. That's gonna be a bit of a trek. Well, not even really a trek. We're going to fly there. From here to here. Probably like a direct line, even. That should be fine. That'll be fine. Okay. Real question is, what do we have to do next? Because if it's actually more final boss of raids kind of related, that is obviously a bit more of a challenge. Yeah. We can at least do that. Let's line ourselves up here. Fly over there. Should be great. Unfortunately, could not fly in a perfectly straight line. Some invisible walls got in the way. But we made it here. Up to the guy all the way down here. What's the next stage of this plan? Pitting everybody against each other. Making situations. In the not-so-secret base. Secret enough. Anyways. Come on. What are we doing? Is the deed done, Eric Erickson? Illidan is not a patient master. Yep. You've done well, Eric Erickson. This will bring us a step closer to shifting Illidan's focus away from us and from... kind of looks in... Hey, Shao Tsung's direction. More work remains to be done, Eric Erickson. What are we thinking? Got some reputation with the Ash-Tongue Deathsworn. An artifact from the past. Illidan's attention is now on Kael'thas, thanks to you. The time has come to make our move. Someone went along. I'll have Illidan's head on one way or another. Yes, I know. I was there. I had a vision of an artifact that will aid us in our final struggle. The phylactery of a lich known as Winterchill. Unfortunately, its power was lost forever after his defeat in the Battle of Mount Highjaw. There might be a way to retrieve this artifact, however. Legend speaks of a place in Azeroth guarded by bronze dragons, a place where the past and present meet. It is there you will find what we seek. Go to the Caverns of Time in Tenaris, gain access to the Battle of Mount Highjaw. Once inside, defeat Rage Winterchill, and bring the Time Phase Phylactery to a common in Shadow Moon Valley. Okay. Battle of Mount Highjaw in the Caverns of Time. Okay. We can do that. I mean, can we do that? That's a good question. We can attempt to do that. Let's just see where, like, how far into the encounter that is. I'm gonna go sell a few things before we head that way. Probably be a good bet. Okay. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. That's for sure. Let's see what we can do. Also need to equip some of the greens and such, because they're not soulbound yet. Get all the appearances and such. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna be going to another area that's gonna get us even more loot.
Making a special purchase?
Sell some basic stuff here. Fish. Sells water. It's just water. Feet we don't need. Look at what it looks like though. Doesn't matter. Let's just look at what everything looks like first. And then we'll worry about if we actually have it. There's these boots. Here's some leather gloves. Fancy boots here. Leather boots of the Guardian. Cloth. Some leather braces we can't even see. Things we can't put on. Here's a belt. Matches pretty well with our current pants here. That's something. Different kind of belt. Here's a regular bow. Just piece we can't use. You're a pretty fancy looking mace. Look at that. That's soulbound. Soulbound. Boots of the... We can't even use these. It's just vendor. Gray legs. Still looking pretty decent. Here's a fist weapon. Little spikes there. That's a tooth. Main hand dagger that we need to equip. Very spiky. Some shoulders. Not bad. Gray axe. Simple and effective. Don't really need to look at the grays, but, you know, they exist. Thing. Musket. Can't even look at rings. Broken longbow. Broken longbow. Two-handed axe. Stylish. Some wrists we can't look at. Another dagger looks very similar to the other one. Legs. Legs we can't wield. A trinket. Another belt. Helmet. Chest piece. Gray chest piece. Deteriorating pants. With an interesting potential auction value there. Another helmet here. That's a thing. Cordy gloves. Phoenix wing cloak. I think this was new. Not too bad. Very cool. What's the other things we got? It's also the Sun King. Huh? It's a offhand item. We can hold like offhand orbs and stuff, but not wands. To finish the look. Okay. Got a couple things in there.
Would you like to
Sell
purchase
some
something?
stuff. We also need to equip some stuff. Let's do with equipping the stuff first. Make sure we get everything in here. Still technically trade some of these things too. Not that we would, but definitely an option. Get this appearance. Go. Thunder Spike of the Eagle and Thunder Spike of the Elder. Anything else that we need to that? Yep, we need the Broad Axe of the Sorcerer. Intellect and Stamina, two-handed axe. I don't know if that is really the best combination. Some pants. Got those. Put on the good pants. Oh, come on. Conqueror's breastplate. There's no shortage of stuff. That's alright. Okay. So now we can sell all the soulbound stuff. And the cheaper ones too. Soulbound, soulbound. Cheap meats, grays. Here is a soulbound tailoring pattern, which we can't use. Like this, cheap enough. The real question is if any of the auction prices are actually anywhere remotely accurate. We can sell this, it becomes non-tradable, even buy it back, it's fine. Soulbound, armor set piece we can't even use. Ray. Fist weapons. Soulbound ring, not so helpful. Cheap enough sun motes. See if some of these things even sell. That's alright. So the shoulders. Guns, staff. Vendor this gray claw. Cheap enough gems. The gems are all probably pretty much just vendor price. They're wildly out of date at this point. Soulbound axe. Cheap. Sellable. Soulbound legs. We need to trade this in. Trade this in. Soulbound offhand. We can technically sell these, but I don't think anybody's gonna buy those. Soulbound. Cheap bread. Deteriorating plate pants. I have my doubts. You never know. If there's some wildly rare, useless things, could theoretically have some value. So this talisman and the cloak.
Off and away.
I suppose we could also check the mailbox here. A bunch of stuff back. Sold some stuff. Did get a few things back. Overall, sold quite a few things though. Get some internal mail database errors, as you do. And the Brew of the Month Club. This is the previous one. Like that. Okay. Let's try to sell some stuff here. Also, remove some inventory space. Some cheap old fish oil. Some coal fang armaments. Go nuts. Could technically probably use some of these various currency things to buy some other stuff. There's the brew. Alchemy recipe. It's cheap. Essence of Undeath. A couple of those. Marks of Illidari. Some for cheap. Plans for Serenity. Oh, 50. Want some mana potions? Not really. Use those. Weird ores. What he actually really wants. Leather working recipe. Cheap enough to not worry about. Enchantment. Base price. Gold ain't going for much right now. Soulbound. Could go and get more up-to-date prices before we go and try to sell so many things, but, you know. That's something. Nothing. 20 gold. Like, I doubt it, but you never know. These could all be very specific what they want. Not worry about that. Okay. On the ground and a ghost. These are soulbound legs. Soulbound legs. These are different kinds of soulbound legs. And chest. And bracers. Some various things that nobody really wants. So those.
Modern, I'm sure.
That's alright.
Very well then.
Get rid of these potions. They're not very good. And only work in one place. Hilarious stuff. And now we need to get over to... Not even here. We need over to... Cameras of Time. We'll get over there. One way or another. It's one of these portals down here. That's the right one? Burning Crusade. It's a good start. Hydral Summit. There you go. That's what we need. Okay. So that is further. That's somewhere. Multiple spots in here.
Hello.
Scales of the Sands friendly. Okay. Honored. Honored. We have anything with Scale of the Sands. There's separate people here. There's various, like, raid tier reputation things. Or at least there has been. Scales of the Sands. We are neutral with the Scale of the Sands. Okay. Probably, like, just doing the fights here. We'll get you some. This game. These are the things. Okay. Do we have... Does he need any reputations or anything? Which ones do we have? This just worked out. It's bringing us straight to where we needed to be. Brilliant. We got Leggings of Vanquished Defender, and they got stuff of Forgotten Defender. Forgotten Protector. Forgotten Protector. We have Forgotten Protector. Okay. These are the only ones he has? So Vanquished Defender might be somewhere else then. Maybe. I'm not sure. Vanquished we got Forgotten Protect... Leggings, Chest Guard, Bracers. Gloves? Gloves of Forgotten Protector. Okay. Bracers. Bracers are different. He's got hands. Forgotten Protector, Chest Guard of the Forgotten Protector. Here's Chest Guard of the Forgotten Protector. I'm gonna do this one either. Onslaught Breastplate, Onslaught Chest Guard. Chest Guard, Breastplate. Hit, crit, Strength, Agility, Stamina. Or the Onslaught Battle Gear. Execute, Mortal Strike. Chest Guard. Dodge, parry. Health bonus from Command and Shout. Shield Slam. It's interesting that the tanky one would have the red and yellow sockets, while the DPS one would have the blue sockets. That's unfortunate. So, let's take this one, I guess. Chest Guard, Forgotten Protector. Yeah. And that is a new thing. It's perfect. We have Leggings of the Forgotten Protector. There's this one. Or this one. The Onslaught Battle Gear. Or the Onslaught Armor. Go for the Battle Gear, I suppose. Like, why is the sockets backwards? That's unfortunate. Guess you just don't worry about the socket bonus for this tier of things. Leggings, the Forgotten Protector. Yep. Take that. Okay. We still have Bracers of the Forgotten Protector. That is not in this shop, apparently. We've got helmets, legs, gloves, shoulders, and plates. All in weird order here, too. So we don't have the Leggings of the Vanquished Defender or the Bracers of the Forgotten Protector. Okay. Weird. He doesn't have any, like, extra tiers of his stuff. Well, we got two pieces of this whole set here. Let's take a look at these. Well, that's those. Part of the same set. Always looks nice. Very cool. Okay. So we still have these to deal with at some point. Night Elf Village portal locked. We got the Horde encampment portal locked. And portal over this way to go in further. I don't know if we've ever been in here. We went to some kind of battle for Highjaw. There's been so many different Highjaw situations. You have to kill Winter Chill. Rage, Winter Chill. How far in? How difficult? No idea. Is this the thing? This could be the thing, yeah. With all the waves and stuff. Map for this? Oh, this. Okay. Lady Jaina Proudmore. Still have some time left on our buffs here.
Shh, I'm trying to think here.
We're with you. This has got enemies being 10, waves 1 of 8. Alright. This did not go well the other time we did this with 2 people, so I don't have high hopes. But then again, we are stronger, so some Alliance peasants coming. Let's start with these guys. 97,000 health, and here comes 10 of them. It doesn't bode fantastically well for us, does it? How much damage did they do? A little bit. We get some help, so that's something. Yeah, we attack. Depends on how far into the fight the guy we need to fight shows up. Yeah. Wave 1 wasn't too bad. I'll take that. Fight them here where everybody can get in on the action. Wave 2. 12 enemies this time. Really. Depends what kind of enemies they are. We'll fight to the last here, I suppose. We got some Crypt Fiends coming in too. Some of them are running off in different directions. I'm gonna try to aggro that guy over there. Might be smart. We can keep our friends alive here. They might be able to help a little bit. Just a thought. And we are getting reputation of the scales and sand guys. So. That makes sense. Oh, we got loot. Oh, there's another guy up here. Rude. Calm. Did you kill a bunch of guys over here? Maybe. Wave 3, 12 more enemies. Let's pick up my cash here. Darkness. Those things are cash equivalent. I'm just going to be able to sell them. We can do a challenging shout. Weaken everybody. Spinning around. Have a good time. Do a little jump. We can definitely do some damage here. That's for sure. Huh. There's a little bit of time between the waves here, too. That's nice. Well, that was wave 3 or 4. So far, going pretty good. See if we can lure them back a little bit further, get more help with everything. Challenge. Everybody round. A little bit of damage. That's okay. Can't really see where we are in this giant mess of stuff. That's alright. Necromancer guy. One more guy here. Thing. Just want to pick up all the loot. Let's focus more on getting full health. That's pretty good. Next set of enemies on the next wave here. We're gonna go further down this way. I brought some mages up this way. them all in a nice big pile here. One mage over there. That's acceptable. Bum, bum, bum. And the tentacles are also helping. How nice. Are you still attacking us? These guys really just need our help, don't they? My goodness. Okay. I don't think we've lost any Alliance guys yet. That's also pretty cool. Wave number 6. A few things here. Nothing too crazy so far. Oh, look at these guys. Now that's a wave of enemies. Turn back this way, get all the friends helping. Or something. Kind of knocked over. Some guys went up that way. Now, there's some damage here. A little knocked around. Unfortunate. Let's find somebody. Let them fight that for a little bit. While we heal back up. Oh, we're in combat. Never mind. Alright. While we heal back up. Wave 7. You getting knocked around and stuff doesn't help. Can confirm. Alright. We come all the way back in here. Abominations. They're probably the ones that were whacking us. Take those out first. We're here next to the mages so we can these. Come. Knocked around. Abominations are dead. You. This pile of guys. Okay. Made the stuff here. What's the damage happening? Okay. Not too bad. All things considered. Loot. 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 Shoot. 14 enemies in wave 8 of 8 here. Alright. See ya. Loot. Oh, these guys. Oh, we did lose an Alliance soldier. Get in it. Spinning. Do your best. Okay. They're out there fighting a few guys here. This guy. And this guy. They're not much help without us here. My goodness.
You need some.
Okay. Hey, there's the guy we need.
Once again, the subjugation
Heal.
is within our grasp. Let none survive.
Rage, Winter Chill. 3 million health. Get him. With all of our friends. We're getting frozen. Ow. Go, tentacles, go. Bring this guy down to 5 more guys. More guys, come help. More guys. There we go. Death and decay. Oh boy. Instant death. Everybody died. Alright. Possibly need to hit that or something. At least spirit. We're gonna pop up. I'll let him to Neris. Oh, we're in here. It's fine. Okay. That's a mechanic. We're doing something there. Good to know it's the first boss, though. That's information. That's good to have. Just running back. Interesting. Very interesting. Where's our kick and stuff? Pummel? Interrupt just spell casting. Could potentially need to be more interested than just that. Be able to just stop the kill everyone attack like that. Might be a little bit too easy. Let's see where we pop back up into this. If it is just immediately... Yep. Zonal encounter is in progress. How is it in progress? What are you talking about? Are the tentacles still in there? Fighting? Winning the game? Encounter is in progress. I mean, we're alive now, which is interesting. Maybe it's just still killing all the soldiers. We're not going to restart the fights, so... I wonder what's going on in there. Not to zone in while encounters in progress. That does make sense. Especially since it's right at the start of the fight. People could just pop back in that easily. That'd be pretty cheesy. Nope, we're still in progress. He had more health and a one shot. He was doing a decent amount of damage. I don't know if we could win, even with the way that things are. Definitely interesting that we got to the boss, though. That went pretty well. As we get even stronger, we might have even better chance of being able to get further into things. How much stronger we're going to get, we will have to see. Yeah, this is not working. How strange. How is the encounter still in progress? Weird. Weird stuff. Alright, not gonna worry about that. Let's get out of here. Another thing for the back burner or something. See if we can get a group together for Highjaw and Tempest Keep. There's probably also going to be even more different raid requirement things later too. I don't know. Not too worried about it.
Hi, how are you?
Interesting to see though. So these set pieces that we have the look of now, which is great. Wish a refund? I don't want a refund. Should we wish to get a refund of the links for the following item also leaves? I guess these are just disenchant. The answer is no, I don't want that. Okay. These are vendor price. We already have. Piece of that. These things we need to find a different merchant somewhere. Okay. Disenchant value. Weird.
Alrighty
Okay.
then.
Yeah, we don't need those back. Different set pieces, the same too. Delete. What's part of the sets? How fun. Delete. Keep these, I guess. Check the rest of this up on the auction house. Should be something. Maybe we'll even just immediately get strong enough to do whatever it is we're doing here. We'll see what changes happen. Because it should be the pre-patch. Next time. Goodbye.